Okay, good morning. Okay. Sorry, it's Monday and I went to the gym today. Actually went to the gym instead of meeting him on Zoom. Now when I say that, my trainer was planning on creating a home gym in his garage, and the quarantine made that much more necessary, and then gave him the time and you know, to do it. Which right before the stay home, stay safe went into effect, I met him once there anyway. And so, today was the first day, I think it's been a month, I'm not entirely sure, where I got up and drove to the gym, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a full on. He's got all the equipment and the weights and and so I suspect tomorrow I've got a few muscle groups that are going to be telling me off, because doing it with his equipment, because I have none, there were different things that he could ask me to do, including I was doing step-ups on a massive tractor tire, which was terrifying. But I figured it out, and so that was exciting. So I'm a little, I have to figure out, I guess I have to readjust my routine now. And of course, when I hit the go live, the fan in here was making a really annoying noise, so that's why I wasn't on camera at first. I had to adjust the fan so that it wasn't making that noise. Hopefully all of y'all had a good weekend. I know up where I am, we got a good rainstorm, but not really bad weather. So it actually was a really pretty weekend for us. I spent a little bit of time on my back porch because I had to do an inventory. How crazy this whole thing has been for everybody is, at the end of the Texas Renaissance Festival, I took home 3 bags of clothing from from the lady that I work for, and our intention was we were either going to ship it to another show, or we were just going to take it up to her when we went to the Dallas show, and then it didn't happen. And so at this point, she needs to know what I've got so that she can plan for the shows for the rest of the year. And I have these, and they wanted to help with the inventory. Ow! And she's biting this morning. Good morning, Cleopatra. So, we went out on the back porch, and it was beautiful and shady and nice, and the birds were singing, and so we had a good day. And today, now that I got to go to the gym and work out, today is going to be a good day, and we're working into our new normal. I know that the state is slowly working on opening back up. Good morning, Susan. We'll see. I don't know. But I do not want to go back to normal. I want to find a new normal that is more kind and compassionate and safe. But that's going to require cooperation. All right. Rita! She's very bitey today. I don't know what that's about. Okay. And when I say bitey, it's nipping, but still, she's biting harder than she usually does. She is an interesting cat to live with. Okay. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she was this lump at the corner of the bed. And she didn't move. I was just like, I kicked her. Not on purpose, but I was like, what is... Oh, it's Rita. And so, yeah, she's like, I'm not moving. All right. Yeah, she's got a massive purr. Okay, our Bible quote today is Psalm 31:7. I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble. Thou hast known my soul in adversities. Okay. A little curious to know what's going to happen today. Good morning, Shirley. Oh, and hopefully you're not hearing that other sound that's happening in my hallway right now. Oh, everybody got flea treated yesterday, and I don't think they liked it. Okay. I'm trying to talk over that sound. Life with cats, yay. Oh, baby. Okay. You okay? I think he's okay. I don't need to go check on him. I now realize that there is but one mind, one presence in the universe. This presence is God, pure, absolute, unadulterated spirit. This divine presence, being everywhere and filling all space, must be in me. It must be that which I really am. I recognize it is in me, and it is that which I am. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in my divinity. Again, I affirm that the divine presence fills all space, including myself. I am full of God. Therefore, I am filled with light, infinite intelligence. I'm filled with light. Infinite intelligence governs every move I make. An all-wise counselor accompanies me at all times. The Spirit of the Almighty goes before me. As the light dispels darkness, so this truth, which I now affirm, dissipates all fear. It breaks down every doubt and casts out all uncertainty. It looses every sense of bondage within my mind, stimulates my imagination with the vision of peace, of joy, and of abundance, and directs my will towards the accomplishment of my desires. Good morning, Peggy. Okay, so that's Monday morning. The best thing about the 365 is because it just gives you a date. It's not a date, so you never know what you're going to read that day. And I'm kind of thinking that this for a Monday morning is pretty good, especially as we move into that new normal. As workplaces open back up and things like, gyms open up and we start to move into this process, if you've been home, staying home for, the month and a half, whatever time, I can see where you have some trepidation to move back out into the spaces. I definitely know some friends who have stayed home. They have done grocery delivery. They have not moved out into this. And then there are people like me and my husband who we're essential. We're part of the essential. And so, I agree with you, Susan. Directs my will towards the accomplishments of my desire. We've been out in this. And so I'm going to say we've gotten used to walking with the fear. And so today, that's what he's saying is you don't have to walk with that fear anymore. You take reasonable and sensible precautions, always. That's that treat and move your feet. So take reasonable, sensible precautions, but don't walk with the fear. Okay, so he lines it out. I now realize there is but one. And he's been doing that a lot this month. He's like, okay, let me tell you the truth with the big T. There is but one mind, one presence in the universe. That presence is God. It's pure, absolute, unadulterated spirit. This divine presence being everywhere and filling all space means it must be in me. So that's what I really am. And I recognize it in me. It is our responsibility to recognize it within ourselves. Yes, Shirley. When fear knocks, let faith answer, and there will be nobody there. That is exactly right. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness. One of the things when I am doing openings or closings, I encourage people to breathe in spirit, to breathe in love, and to fill every single cell in their body. And so that's exactly what he's recommending here. I let this recognition of my indwelling divinity flow through my entire consciousness, down into the very depths of my being, and then rejoice. There is no prayer more powerful than gratitude. Okay, so again, I affirm the divine presence fills all space, including myself. I'm full of God. So I'm filled with light, and then the infinite intelligence governs every move I make. That's a little bit of, that's a really cool way of saying trusting that still small voice to guide you. When you allow love to guide you, you will not make a mistake. An all-wise counselor accompanies me at all times. And I'm pretty sure that if this is not a Bible quote, then it's a take on it where he says, the Spirit of the Almighty goes before me. Ernest was an amazing Bible scholar. If you look towards the back of the Science of Mind textbook, there are lots of Bible passages that he has in the back of the textbook, and I'm guessing that they were his favorites. So, as the light dispels the darkness, so this truth, which I now affirm, dissipates all fear. So what truth are we affirming? That there's nothing but God, and that God fills me. And if I am full of God, love, light, what have I got to fear? What have I got to fear? It's just, yes. It breaks down every doubt and casts out all uncertainty. It looses every sense of bondage within my mind. Within my mind. And that's what fear is. Fear is bondage. They say, if you live in fear, you never truly live. There's more to that quote but I'll have to look it up. So it stimulates my imagination with a vision of peace and joy and of abundance. So when we affirm the truth, when we know that God is all there is, it stimulates that imagination, that powerhouse of how do we want the world to be? That was what Jesse was talking about yesterday. Is how do we want the world to be? We see how the world is. Well, let's turn the other cheek. Let's shift our perspective. Let's not look at what we don't want. Let's focus on what we do want. Let's build in that direction instead of worrying about this direction. Again, I do encourage you to take sensible precautions, but let's build in the direction of the world that we want. The world that works for everybody. And directs my will towards the accomplishments of my desires. And if your desires are born out of love, kindness, and compassion, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. All right. Well, I am wide awake and now have cats to go deal with. So I am going to move into my day. It looks like it is going to be an absolutely gorgeous day out there. I didn't see a cloud in the sky when I was on my way to and from. But it may get a little warm towards the end of the afternoon. So if you're going to get out, do it early and open your windows, get some fresh air, enjoy your day. Do something loving for yourself, be it short or long today. All right? Know that we're with you. Know that we love you. Know that we are finding new and interesting ways to connect. A bunch of the classes started over the last week. One of the Wednesday classes starts this Wednesday, so if you want to join us in classes, you still have time. Just read your emails and email Jesse and tell him which one you want. They are on Zoom. You can do them from the comfort of your couch, in your jammies if you like. Because trust me, when I get home from work, I go straight from work clothes to jammies. All right? Love you guys. Have a fantastic day, beloveds.